they say different, and they picked Ohtani. So, first of all, do you agree with the pick of Ohtani winning Rookie of the Year?
In this rare situation, I'm going to have to agree with Dave. You know, I believe Andujar should have won it. Miguel should have won it. Based on the at-bats, based on his average home runs, Ohtani got injured, missed quite a few games. I don't know what's the requirement of winning MVP Rookie of the Year, but
right,
326 at bats. You know, teams just not getting the homework in. You know, getting the blueprint on how to pitch you, how to approach you.
Right.
You know, Miguel had 573 at bats, so 297 average, 285 average for Antero. I really don't see why they gave it to him other than the popular guy. You know, he did pitch.
Yeah, I was talking to my boy at work, my man.
Which is impressive. I'm not trying to undermine what he's doing. You know, that's incredible. To be able to pitch and put the work in as a pitcher. You know, they
right.
put a lot of work in, a lot of conditioning on their arms and taking care of their arms.
Right.
And then to put the batting practice in to be as good as he was, to bat 285 and hit 22 home runs is phenomenal.
93 hits.
Yeah, it makes you wonder like how Bumgarner would hit if he hit all year, or you know the guys that can hit in the MLB, but the pitchers. But I would have gave it to Miguel. You know, give me a guy that do his job well and did it all year than a guy that did two jobs good and did it half the year.
I was talking to my man Olay at work. Shout out to my man Olay. And I was asking him his opinion about it because he's big into baseball too. And he said that he think they got it right. He was saying that he definitely feel the fact that he did such a good job at hitting and then also at pitching. And like you look at it, like, you know, he had 63 strikeouts, 4-2 record. And then he had to shut it down because he had to get Tommy John surgery. ERA of 3.31. That's, what is that, about league average?
Yeah.
Okay. So he did a decent job at pitcher.
I believe average is about 4 right now.
Okay, so above average. And then he was a decent hitter. He's a really good hitter as well. And the fact that he was like really the first two-way guy to excel at both since they said, Babe Ruth? You know what I'm saying? So I think that definitely played a factor into it. But I'm going to lean on your guys'.
It's lost art, though.
Right.
You know, that's what they did over in Japan. So he was able to do it. I'm sure there's guys in the MLB now that could pitch and hit if they had to, that actually want to, but it's just not required. So I have the appreciation for it, but at the same time, it's not what we do over here. So it's basically, you think like shock value as well, like the fact that we like this Japanese player came over and is doing this in the major leagues and is doing a pretty good job of it. It's something that we haven't seen in a while. You think that definitely played a factor into it? Yeah, I think they're looking for the next guy. You know, the next Korean, Japanese player to be good.
Right.
You know, the next Ichiro, so to speak. He had a big splash. Godzilla had a big splash in New York. You know, so I mean, I can see it as far as marketing. I can. It makes a lot of sense when it comes to that, but you shouldn't rob a man of an award. Miguel should have won Rookie of the Year.
Yo, real quick side note. Speaking about Japanese player, what happened to the player that the Red Sox had for a while, Daisuke? Like, I remember, like, it was like major hype about him when he first came over.
He was a bust.
Yeah?
Yeah, just the bust.
Yeah, I remember watching ESPN when I was younger.
Yeah, he had all the E60s.
Yeah, everything.
Got the big money. He came here and he threw that frisbee pitch and he smacked it. Plain and simple.
Shout out to Daisuke. All right, so you do agree with Dave? Miguel should have won, but Shohei took it. Shout out to my Angels, man. All right, so in the NL, you had Walker Buehler, Ronald Acuna Jr., and then Juan Soto. And Dave, he got it right. He said that Acuna Jr. definitely should have won it, hands down. And sure enough, that's who the winner was. You agree with that one there?
Yeah, that's a hands down.
I know Dave was saying that Bueller was the best pitcher on the Dodgers last year over Kershaw.
Yeah, Kershaw is overrated. He's overrated right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has his issues. You know, he get rocked often, rocked in big games, big situations. He's not a guy I would bet my money on because he always had a favorite. You know, he 180, 200. You got to pay pretty much 2-to-1 odds to get a bet on Kershaw. So he was actually a guy in the betting world they picked on. You know, he was a good bet,
right,
to go against Kershaw.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me about that.
Yeah, Kershaw was a good bet. He's a good bet to go against. Whether the Dodgers don't score enough runs to give him the run support, the team be in it in the 8th inning, or he give up the 3-4 runs early, and Dodgers have to come back. You know, so and it's an ace day, so he's going against the other team's ace. So you get down 3 runs to pretty much any ace, you're in trouble. You know.
So I'm looking at these stats. I'm looking at Acuna Jr. stats, and I'm looking at Juan Soto's stats, and they're very similar, like very similar. 78 runs to 77 runs, 127 hits to 121 hits, 64 RBIs to 70, 45 walks to 79 walks. He struck out more, Acuna Jr., and hit 4 more home runs. And the batting average is literally the same, like 2.93 to 2.92.
293, 292 to the baseball people.
Thank you. So, like, what really separated him? Was it like team success?
In this situation, the writers do what they want to do.
Yeah,
and they had their preferences. You know, 4 more home runs, 11 more stolen bases. You know, that's a big deal. Hold on, 455 walks.
Nah, that's a typo. It's 45.
Whoa.
Yeah, I just looked at that too. I was like, nah, that's not right. Yeah, that's a typo. We had 45 walks.
Yeah, so okay, the hits is up. Yeah, he did everything better than him. He had more at bats, but only 19 more. So
yeah, just like those few extra.
Yeah, if that's the
kind of pushed
anything
it.
that plays it, then you know that plays it.
Yeah,
it would have been wrong for him to give him to Soto, and we would be looking at these stats crazy.
Right.
So
okay,
they gave it to the right guy.
All right. So yeah, those are the Rookie of the Year's winners, and then for the Cy Young, we had Corey Kluber, Justin Verlander, and Blake Snell, and in the AL, and ultimately Blake Snell was the winner. 21-5 record, ERA of 1.89, 221 strikeouts. Do you think that Dave's pick was Verlander? He had Verlander winning this one. Do you think they got this one right?
Yes, I do. Based on the fact that Blake Snell was the best pitcher and best moneymaker this past year in the MLB.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down by far. He plays on a horrible team. Tampa Bay Devil Rays. You got Tampa Bay rolling in. And your team is getting bad odds. And, it's the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. I'm going to take them. I'm betting against them. And Blake Snell goes 21-5 on you. So they wasn't pretty much a favorite in any instances on the road. Going against good teams.
Right.
And he showed up. And for the guys out there that's putting their money up, they understand what I'm saying. So it was a big year. I believe Corey Kluber is the best pitcher in the league based on stuff.
Best pitcher in the AL or in the MLB period?
MLB period.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm a big Corey Kluber fan. You know, I like the way he work. He's efficient. He's my guy in the MLB as far as pitching. I believe Verlander had a great year, big moments, big games. But, 16-9 doesn't compare to 20-7. He has a better ERA. Yeah.
Okay.
Kluber's my guy.
All right. Yes. But you do feel like that Snell definitely deserved the Cy Young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, 1.89 ERA, that's...
Even though
in the AL,
even though he did pitch a few lesser games, because Dave was mentioning that as well. He said that he pitched less innings.
Yeah, he has 180.
Probably had like 4 less starts, and he said that definitely could have inflated his stats from the ERA perspective. In the AL, like you said, you're going against a DH.
189 in the AL is incredible.
I feel you.
That is borderline best seasons ever, so to speak. You don't see that in the AL with the DH, with the power lineups,
and went 21-5.
21-5. He played the Red Sox 16 games. Played the Yankees 16 games. They played powerhouses. They played the Astros. They played all the powerhouses. This guy put up a 1.89 ERA going against aces. They wasn't hiding him. He wasn't a number 3, number 4 pitcher that turned into a number 1. He was going against the main guys, and he was outdoing them, and he was out pitching them. So I like the Blake Snell. I liked how the league. I thought they went outside the box this one. They didn't give it to the guy with the name, the Kluber, the Verlander, because they do have the name.
Right.
They went outside the box and actually dug deep into the numbers and picked the right guy.
Okay. That's what's up. Shout out to Blake Snell. All right, and then in the NL, you had Jake DeGrom, Max Scherzer, and Aaron Nola, and then DeGrom coming away with this one here. And this was Dave's pick, and that was the ultimate winner. And I want to see, would you get your opinion on that one there? Do you feel like that they got that one right as well?
It's close to me. This one is a close one.
Okay.
Between
who?
Him and Scherzer.
Okay. And why is that?
Scherzer had 300 Ks. 300 Ks is a big year. He had a 2.53 ERA. DeGrom had a 1.70. Once again, anything under 2 is incredible. But he's in the NL.
Right. And then Dave was educating me of that one as well. And I remember you telling me about it, how in the NL, you go up against that 8th batter. They got guys on deck or on the bases. You can walk him and then get the pitcher up and then just, get him out.
Well, in the NL, 9 times out of 10, their 8th batter is trash. He only batting 220.
Right.
227. He's right around the Mendoza line. So he could smack some home runs, but he's not a good pitch. The catchers, there's not too many NL catchers that can hit. So it's a recipe for success for pitchers. You have a lot of breaks. You could either walk them, try to get ahead in the count. If you don't, then you walk them. If not, you try to strike them out to start the pitcher off the next inning. There's ways around a lineup in the NL based on strategy you could pitch around. But the AL, you don't have a choice. Your 9-hitter may have 20 home runs. So it's a bit different. But with that being said, that's a close one. 10-9. The Crown went 10-9.
Right. I was looking at that.
What was the Mets doing? They slept in on his days.
Right.
The Brown pitcher, we ain't got to go to work.
Right.
We'll be all right. Just put up 2 runs.
Okay.
Like, how do you support your pitcher like that? 1.70 ERA, and you go 10-9. Like, trade me. Trade me. Trade me. That's a 21 season.
Right.
That's a 21 season anywhere, any other team, I believe.
Dave was saying that
Blake Snell did it in Tampa.
Dave was saying last week that he thinks that the Yankees are probably going to try to make a play for him.
Well, hopefully they don't. For my sake, it would be a good move for them. They just signed CC again, extending CC.
Is CC even good anymore?
Yeah, CC is reliable. He's the savvy vet that they rely on. They leaned on him a lot this year. They really did.
He's just not like ace quality no more.
Oh no, he's a solid 3. Being a solid 3 is a good thing to be in now. You got 5 starters, and your 3s is where it get subpar to guys that rotate out of the bullpen. Be the long reliever, to start, and based on who's hot and who's not. So yeah, they moved him to like a 5 though. He's like a 5.